What is up, fellow experiencers? KV here, and let's go ahead and continue the storm walkthrough by speaking to Beatrice.
Wonderful! I hope it wasn't any trouble. If you're the only one who has permission to enter Pegasus Place, you'll have to perform the incantation yourself. Just take the items you collected from the merchants and the incantation you got from the library and follow the instructions. You should check in with groundskeeper Vern before you do anything. He should know what to expect if it goes badly. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I hope.
You came back? Don't you realize this place is doomed? You've brought a means of dispelling the magic portal and all of the ingredients. Let me see that. There is a problem. The final ingredient in the spell requires the soul stone of the leader of the goblin horde. The goblins have spoken fearfully of Lord Graustark. I suspect that whoever he is, he's lurking in the tower down the street. You should go and defeat this Lord Graustark and collect his soul stone, the source of his magic. Only then can you use the incantation to dispel the portal. Return to me when you have done that impossible deed.
All right, and we are off. I probably should actually mark this. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the Crystal Tower. It's funny, whenever I hear the Crystal Tower nowadays, I am just like kind of traumatized by Final Fantasy XIV from doing all those alliance raids. But yeah. Anyways, it's been a while since I've been back here in Wysteria. And it's kind of nice to run by the area again. Where all the Pegasus. But yeah. I'm pretty sure that will be finishing it up Pegasus Place in this episode and possibly heading on to the next place. So that should be pretty exciting. And we pretty much just walked the entirety of this area, which is feels good. So let's go ahead and enter.
Is it time already for my afternoon snack? I don't remember placing an order for Wizard, but you'll do.
You know, I kind of forget how low level this place is because it's technically a side world. So I might have overestimated on how powerful they are. But yeah, I probably could just throw out this temp, to be completely honest, and see what happens. So let's do it. I should be able to crit through it, and it should be fine. I think here they actually have the ability to block crits. I'm not entirely sure. I forget how it works here in Wysteria, because I'm pretty sure they're able to crit. I also don't remember. But I know that there's some cheating that goes on, especially with the first like fight that we encounter with the, I don't remember his name, but the student, one of the students.
You find a small, gleaming gem, shimmering with power. This must be the soul stone groundskeeper Vern spoke of.
All right, and since I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the KvEx papers.
After his unceremonious dismissal from the Ravenwood School of Magic, Sir Bainbridge Pigswick devised a plan. He would create a school of his own, where his unorthodox and less common philosophy of magic would be taught. Pigswick squandered his inheritance and purchased a deserted, vine-covered city on the world of Wysteria. Where others saw a series of wrecked, vine-choked buildings, Pigswick saw a magnificent school of magical arts. You follow the instructions in the incantation, using the items you gathered and the soul stone to power it. When you finish the incantation, the magic portal vanishes. No more goblins will come through it.
By the great tree, you've done it! Lord Graustark will trouble this street no longer. You should tell Headmistress Crisp the wonderful news. Be proud of what you've accomplished.
What's that? You've impressed me. Maybe you've been able to learn a thing or two about magic, despite your training. Though your aid in the Pegasus Place matter is appreciated, it will not affect your participation in the tournament. Speaking of, it is time for you to report to Mrs. Dowager. The first round of magical dueling is about to commence.
Why, hello again. I hope you've had a relaxing time settling in. Look at the time. The tournament should commence soon. Oh, but I've yet to give the students copies of the tournament rules. Could you be a dear and help me out? I need you to go give copies of the rules to each of the competitors. Here is one for your own use, and copies for Beatrice Wildwind, Kisai Shugenja, Nalia Dunstrider, and Randolph Spellshine. You can find them all in the student dormitory. Return to me when you've given them their tournament rules.
The tournament rules? Thank you. It'll be great to duel. I can't wait to see what you've got.
Most excellent. I was concerned about the lack of formalities. I will now meditate on the coming duel. Muda's smile upon you.
You have my thanks. It is wise for them to enforce rules to this tournament. Best for the safety of all.
Rules? I don't need any stinking rules. I've got this tournament in the bag.
Thank you. Now that that little matter is out of the way, we can get started. It is what you came here for, after all. Before you compete for the Spiral Cup, there is a time-honored tradition students have when they want good luck for a test. You should go into the tournament hall and knock on the Spiral Cup. It rings like a bell. But now it is time for your first magical duel. Off now, and good luck.
All right, so we are back in the tournament hall. And it's interesting seeing all of these paintings here. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and ring the Spiral Cup.
The Spiral Cup is missing. How could that be? Maybe Benedict Glendemming knows what has happened.
There you are. I noticed the Spiral Cup was missing, and I wanted to see how you would react to that. This is quite suspicious. With the Spiral Cup missing, the tournament will be a mockery. Pigswick Academy will be known as the school that lost the prize. You should inform Mrs. Dowager about this. She will know what to do.
The what is what? Do not worry overmuch. I am certain that the Spiral Cup will turn up sometime soon. It must just be a terrible mistake. If it was taken deliberately, it was undoubtedly the work of someone attempting to discredit Pigswick Academy. No matter. Even without the cup, the tournament must continue without delay. Please report to Benedict in the tournament hall to start.
Mrs. Dowager is right. The Spiral Cup is but a prize. What is important is the skill and courage that wins it. We will see about finding the cup in due course. But now it is time for your duel. You are matched against Kisai Shugenja, our representative from Mushu. You must face one another in the Hall of the Hydra. Return here when the duel has a winner.
All right, the Hall of the Hydra. It's almost just tempting to say, "Hail Hydra!"
Greetings, O honorable opponent. Though I will defeat you, I hold for you the greatest respect.
All right, so it's a little unfortunate we're not going to be able to see the entirety of this battle because we are just so over leveled. But I'm just going to go ahead and do Insane Bolt because that's fun. Okay, that's overkill. GG's.
You were the worthiest opponent I have yet dueled. I have learned much from this encounter, and I thank you for the lesson. Master Glendemming awaits word of the outcome of our duel. Could you deliver it to him?
I kind of wish... Oh, this is interesting. I was going to say, I kind of wish that there would be, like, another option if you're overpowered. Be like, wow, you're just so overpowered. Or some sort of dialogue, like a little Easter egg if you're just too high level that it didn't even phase you. Because I know that's just the default audio, but yeah. Anyways.
You are the victor? I am surprised. Young Shugenja is quite the duelist. Perhaps Diego taught you something after all. On the matter of the disappearance of the Spiral Cup, I have examined the area and made an important finding. Congratulations on your victory. You should tell Mrs. Dowager what has transpired, and deliver this to her, will you?
Benedict hands you a small sealed pouch with his stamp upon it.
The first round goes to Ravenwood. What's this? A pouch from Glendemming? Let me see what's inside. It is vitally important that someone tell Headmistress Crisp that the Spiral Cup has been misplaced. Can you do it? Report to her office and let her know that we are still searching for it. Please give this pouch to her and do not open it.
I heard about your victory in the first round. But what's this I hear about the Spiral Cup? And what's in that little pouch? Benedict Glendemming has sent me a piece of evidence that points to the identity of the one who made away with the Spiral Cup. Before I make any accusations, I would like you to go to the student dormitory and bring your Ravenwood ring back here. It is probably in the small dresser you were assigned. Please do fetch it at once.
You search the dresser for the Ravenwood ring Mr. Lincoln gave you, but it is missing.
Missing, was it? Exactly as I thought. Is this what you were looking for?
Headmistress Crisp opens the small pouch from Benedict, and out falls your school ring.
Glendemming claims this was found at the scene of the crime. It seems highly suspicious. Almost too easy? Headmaster Ambrose must wish to regain the Spiral Cup, so I wonder if he has sent you to take it by trickery. Still, leaving such an obvious clue at the scene of the crime is such a dunder-headed move, even for a student of Ravenwood. Despite the loss of the Spiral Cup, the tournament will not be stopped, which means you must return to the tournament hall. Speak with Master Glendemming and see who you are due to compete with next. Return to me when you have completed your match.
Headmistress Crisp wants to continue the tournament. Very well, then. Your next duel is in the Hall of the Harpy. I have drawn lots to see who you will compete with. This round, you must pit your magic skills against Beatrice Wildwind. Speak to her once you get inside the Hall of the Harpy, and begin when you are both ready. The winner must report back to me.
You know, whenever I hear harpies, I think of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Harpies that one girl would always use. I can't remember her name right now, but yeah.
Are you ready to begin? I haven't come all the way from Weirwood to lose this match, so don't expect any mercy.
Also, does anyone know, has that been a world in Wizards yet? I don't think that it has. Soon, TM? Oh my gosh, you're weak. Alright, let's do another Insane Bowl because it's fun. Actually, I don't even know what... Oh, you're Storm. And I just fizzled. Nice. GG's. I hope she has the strongest attack right now. Boom. Insane bolts. Yeah, show me that lightning bat. Oh. Actually, this is gonna be so funny if it hits me. Oh. Oh. GG's. I like that animation.
I thought I had you. Good match, though. Maybe I'll have better luck next year. I'm sure Master Glendemming will want to hear the outcome of the duel. Can you tell him?
Alright, also I noticed that the Pickwick's paper is over here in the tournament hall. Let's go ahead and read it.
Pigswick staffed his academy with instructors drawn from across the spiral, hired for their willingness to relocate. Rather than the dusty, tried-and-true methods of teaching magic, Pigswick sought new and less traditional approaches. Pigswick students were among the finest of those willing and able to afford the Academy's exceptionally high tuition. With lenient entry requirements, Pigswick is the primary school for students lacking obvious magic ability.
Oh, so it's a pay-to-win school. Got it. I see.
You won! Congratulations! Though this does not clear you from suspicion. Report back to Headmistress Crisp in her office. I'm sure she has more questions for you.
You've returned, with the air of victory about you. Very impressive. If you wish to prove your innocence, you'll need to do a bit of detective work. Go to the tournament hall and inspect the area where the spiral cup was taken, where Benedict claimed to find your ring. Inspect the area. See if you can find anything that proves you aren't the culprit. Return to me with your findings.
You find a few tiny leaves, pieces of bark, and some strands of vine. They don't look like they belong here.
That may have been tracked in by the thief. The clues you found might help us determine the guilty party. Perhaps someone tracked in those bits of leaf and bark. Groundskeeper Vern knows all there is to know about the plants found on Wysteria, the world of Pigswick Academy. Maybe he can help you. Take those scraps of plant to Groundskeeper Vern on Pegasus Place, and tell me what you learn.
Let me take a look at those. That plant isn't anything native to Wysteria. Ask Professor Drawers, outside the Earth classroom. He'll know.
Very interesting. Where did you find this, you say? It looks like the mysterious new growth that overruns all of Tanglewood Way, but there is no way to be sure. Pity the street is closed off to all students. The spiral cup will never be recovered, and Pigswick will suffer for it. I suggest returning to Headmistress Crisp and telling her that this investigation is at a dead end.
No one was able to identify the mysterious pieces of plant? Most suspicious. All of us at Pigswick Academy must maintain decorum in this trying time, and that means continuing with the tournament. To the tournament hall with you then, where you must meet with Master Glendemming and compete in your next match. Return here when you have completed your duel to continue our investigation into the Spiral Cup's disappearance.
I'm afraid your duel is delayed. You must face Naria Doonstrider in the Hall of the Spectre, but she is nowhere to be found. Can you go to the student dormitory and see if she is still there? Warn her that if she does not show, the duel is forfeit.
I'm ruined. My wand. I lost it somewhere and I can't compete without it. I know we're competitors, but can you help me? I was with Randolph Spellshine when I lost it. My world of Mirage has few plants, and I wanted to see Tanglewood Way. Randolph agreed to help me sneak in to see the street, but it was full of strange and scary tree people. I had to flee. Maybe Randolph Spellshine knows where my lost wand might be. Could you speak to him and see if he saw where I lost it?
Really? Nalia has lost her wand? It's a miracle she knows it at all. What kind of wizard loses their wand? Sure, she dropped it in Tanglewood Way when she fled in fear. I suppose I could have said something, but why would I? If she can't keep track of her wand, and it harms her in the tournament, more power to the rest of us, eh? Go and tell Nalia her wand is still there in Tanglewood Way, if she's brave enough to go get it on her own.
It's on Tanglewood Way? Oh no, I can't go back there. When Randolph Spellshine and I went into Tanglewood Way, we convinced Lieutenant Roger to let us through the gate. Could you go and see if Lieutenant Roger will let you into Tanglewood Way so you can find and return my missing wand?
Yes, I can, but that's gonna have to wait till next time, because I got some side quests to do. And the first side quest I'm gonna go ahead and do is for Beatrice.
Can you help me with something? I lost my diary while I was sightseeing on Pegasus Place, and I'd like it back. I went to look around, but I suspect that one of the wood goblins took it. Can you go to Pegasus Place and get it back?
Alright, so I know this is a side quest, and I usually don't show battles that I've already defeated the enemies before, but since this feels like it's been nothing but straight story, I'm gonna let it slide. But yeah, I feel like we're actually making good headway when it comes to Wysteria, so that is definitely feels good. I know there's not that much locations, but we are up to the next location, so in the next episode I should be able to go there and get the wand and whatnot. But yeah, and I said this in my swashbuckler video that came out before this video a few days, but I am going to try to upload more consistently and stream more and be more active online again. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and speak to Beatrice.
My diary! Thank you so much! You didn't read any of it, did you?
Maybe. Alright, and the next side quest we're gonna go ahead and do is for Louise Clock Warden.
Hello there. Could you help me? I'm in charge of a group of brand new students, and they've gone missing. I was providing the students a guided tour of Pigswick. Then I turned around and noticed they were nowhere to be found. We toured several classrooms, including those of Professor Velma Pepper, Professor Anku, and Professor Edna Fuligen. Could you help retrace our steps, speaking to each of those professors, and see if you can find where they went to?
Alright, and the first professor we're going to speak to is Velma Pepper.
Funny you should ask. Eloise Clockwarden came through a while ago, chatting up a storm, lost in a world of her own. It was the strangest thing. She was alone, though she acted like she was lecturing someone.
Ah, Eloise, yes. That girl seems a little strange. She visited my classroom earlier, talking a mile a minute to thin air. It was a bit disconcerting, so I tried to ask what she wanted, but I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
Yes, Eloise Clockwarden was in here earlier, pretending to lead a group of students on a tour. She was alone, though. I thought she was practicing her tour guide skills, so I played along and pretended she had students with her.
Alright, so it's a little strange, the information that we got back, because it seemed like she was talking to no one, but maybe she was talking to like a small mouse or something, or maybe she's so alone that she has like an imaginary friend and she talks to them. But let's see what's really going on.
What? I was alone all along? I must have lost them before we toured the classrooms. Oh no! I have a sinking feeling that the missing students might be in Pegasus Place. We stopped by my house for a moment and continued the tour to meet the professors. I must have left them there. Can you go to my house and let them know where I am? I'll stay here and wait for them.
Okay, I guess I was wrong. It wasn't the mouse thing. Okay, sure. Okay, so let's go to her house and see if there's anything there. Because maybe my theory is correct and it is a mouse. I will find this mouse.
The door is locked. You knock. Someone inside shouts that they can't get out, and that goblins took the key.
Hello?
You explain the situation to the students and give them directions back to where Eloise Clockwarden is waiting.
Oh, I guess it wasn't a mouse. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, we found the mouse. I mean, the students. There was no mouse. I don't know where the mouse is. Where's the mouse?
Thank you for rescuing my lost little sheep. I hope they don't think this sort of thing happens all the time around here.
Alright, and that is that quest complete. Alright, so the next side quest we're going to go ahead and do is this one. And there's actually two here. Let's go ahead and start with the Brunching Club.
If I might trouble you for a bit more of your time, I was wondering if you could help me find some wayward students. They are being disciplined, but snuck out of the study hall they were told to stay in while they did their homework. They call themselves the Brunching Club. I've looked throughout Pigswick. They must be in Pegasus Place or Tanglewood Way. Their names are Kelsey Dreamslinger, Micah Englegrinder, Diora Skyflower, and Flynn Silvermorn. Return here after finding them.
I shouldn't even be in the brunching club. I was just bored and needed the extra study time.
Did Mrs. Dowager send you? Fun is over. I suppose I'd better be heading back.
I snuck away just to see if Mrs. Dowager noticed we were gone. I'll head back now.
I joined the brunching club to meet interesting people, but all we seem to do is sneak out of study hall.
Oh, good. You rounded them all up and got them safely back to their studies. I would give you a cookie if I had any.
Dang, now I want a cookie. Cookie, cookie, cookie. Alright, so this is for Truce Be Told.
I was wondering if you could do me a slight favor. A very small thing indeed, but something I need help with. I have heard that Nalia Doonstrider and Randolph Spellshine are feuding with one another, and it absolutely must stop. I don't know what happened, but could you speak to each of them and learn what the issue is? See if you can resolve it.
Randolph, I will tell you what's wrong. He asked me if I wanted to go sightseeing in Tanglewood Way, and then he left me there. I lost my wand. I was menaced by green men and bark-skin treants. He didn't even send anyone after me. I barely escaped. I will make nice with him if he apologizes.
Randolph doesn't seem like the person who will apologize. He doesn't seem like he's mature enough for that. But alright, let's see what he says.
Oh, that? I thought she could take care of herself. Very well, then. If it bothers her so much, I really should apologize.
Well, then, never mind.
Randolph says he will apologize? That is all right, I suppose. I will even be polite. But if I get to face him in the dueling ring, he is done for.
I kind of feel like this was a very unnecessary side quest because literally all that happened is they said sorry to each other, but, you know, I guess they are still children and aren't adults and talk about their feelings. Wait, nobody does that.
The feud is over. They'll be polite with one another. Honestly, kids these days, I thought they liked one another.
Alright, and the next side quest we're going to go ahead and pick up is from the headmistress.
You must accept my apology for the delays with the tournament. They're readying some of the dueling halls for the matches. In the meantime, perhaps you can make yourself useful. Our librarian, Hugo Chatterley, is in need of assistance. Please visit the library when you're able and ask Mr. Chatterley if he can find some use for you.
Bravo! I was hoping someone would be assigned to help me out. So much to do.
Alright, so the first quest I'm going to pick up is in the stacks.
One of my student assistants has gone missing while venturing into the stacks, our archives. I sent Deirdre Nightrose in to fetch a textbook for me, but she has yet to return. Could you go look for her? I'm sure Deirdre has just gotten lost, but help her out if she's run into trouble. See if you can bring the textbook back as well.
Alright, so we need to go ahead and enter the library archives.
You hear a horrible growl and a faint cry for help.
And what are we going to find? Hello? Oh, this is actually really cool. Where are you? This is actually really cool. Wow. What is this dungeon? Hello? Where are you?
Help! I accidentally summoned this rough beast and I can't be rid of it!
Alright, so this actually has a lot more health than the other guy did. So, yeah, let's go ahead and throw in an insane bolt. Hopefully I could get a nice crit off. He does have resist to storm, but it would be pretty funny if I could actually hit myself with it. It's bound to happen one of these times. Oh, no crit. Interesting. That's a little bit unfortunate. I guess there is only a 20% chance for it to hit me. So that's not too bad. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start discarding and pass. It's also kind of cool. That's unfortunate. It's also kind of cool to see a werewolf here. Because that's not one of the creatures that I thought I was going to be seeing here. Though I guess there's not a specific creature I had in mind, but a werewolf was definitely not one of them. Also, how did she even summon this wolf-like creature? All right, let's throw another insane build. Why not? Actually, maybe I should save for a Leviathan, but that's alright. I do have 5% more spell damage here, so let's see how this goes. And if I could get a crit, that would be nice. There you go. Oh, nice. That's funny, that did more damage to me than it did to him. Alright. And now it's time to throw out a Leviathan, 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 Leviathan. Wait, why don't I have this spell? It's such a good variant of the original spell. I don't know what it is, but the variant spells, they look so good. In my opinion, I fizzled. Oh no, I didn't. Leviathan, Leviathan. Man, I remember in my old farming days, I would be like, hey, I got Levy, I'm gonna use Levy. Good times. Anyways.
Thank you for your help. I would have been trapped here all night if you hadn't come along. Tell Mr. Chatterley I'm all right. The textbook I was sent to find was about the magic of Grizzleheim. I'm not sure where the Wildclaw dropped it.
Alright, so besides finding this textbook, I actually also need to find the book in here for the other side quest. So let's see if I could find it. Oh, this is pretty cool. Makes it seem like it's a way down. Or like even a tapestry. Okay, so here's the textbook. And let's go ahead and pick up the Pigswick papers.
The Pigswick method of magic instruction teaches that students should be exposed only to theoretical discussion. Actual magic and spell casting is discouraged as vulgar and easy. The true path to magic is a restful attitude. For this reason, Pigswick students are given no homework, no studies, and spend most of their time taking naps. Well-rested students are eventually able to figure it out when it comes to the use of magic. Unfortunately, few Pigswick students ever become real wizards, and most enter other trades.
Okay, so with that being said, is being a wizard like something you make money off of? Because if she means like other trades, like another trade school, then yeah. Also, let's go ahead and pick up that wallflower in the Library of Archives. So we got that one checked off.
Zounds! A wild claw summoned into the stacks? What was Deirdre thinking?
And the next quest I'm going to go ahead and pick up is Bookhounds of Pigswick.
You could do me quite a service and round up some overdue library books from several of my less conscientious students. According to my records, these students have overdue books. Martin Bellwether, Blaze Flamerender, and Randolph Spellshine. They are likely in the student dormitory or elsewhere on campus. Find them, get those books back, and return them to the library.
My apologies. I had forgotten I had this checked out.
I've been so busy helping Master Glendemming with the tournament, I neglected to return that. Sorry.
I don't see what the big deal is. I would have returned that book when I got around to it.
Great work. I'll make a book hound out of you yet.
All right. And that is the side quest for this video. And with that being said, that's going to go ahead and be it for this video. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like down below or a comment. And I don't think there's anything special that I do in this Storm series like I do in my Swashbuckler. So with that being said, thanks again for watching. And until next time, I have been KV and I am out. Peace.